Test. Hello. So I'll hand it to the National Anthem young lady, and then the band's just fine, and then you just to point it at them.
Skin in their teeth.
So once everybody's sitting down, we'll just keep it on.
Okay. Well, good evening. I'd like to welcome you here to the 125th annual commencement ceremony honoring the class of 2017. Yeah. This is a very special evening for 197 seniors who will be receiving their WF West High School diploma tonight. We are very proud of these students and their achievements. These graduates have set a new standard of excellence for WF West students. Their willingness to meet high expectations for graduation, community, school service, college and career preparation will serve for an example to other WF West students. We're grateful to these students, to the Chehalis School Board, the Chehalis Foundation, their teachers, and the many other organizations and individuals committed to making WF West High School one of the finest high schools in the state of Washington. Class of 2017, you have made a difference. Seniors, your parents, guardians, grandparents, family members, friends, your K-12 teachers, and members of the community are gathered here to celebrate tonight's milestone with you. Class of 2017, would you take a moment and applaud those family members that are here tonight? Might even be a good time to wave at them. This graduating class is truly prepared. These graduates tonight have a clear focus and plans for their future. 6% of this graduating class will be starting their careers in the military. 16% are planning their post-secondary training in technical programs, apprenticeship programs, and are career ready. And 78% of these graduates will be starting at a 2-year or 4-year college and university. Nice job, graduates. In addition, many of our seniors have attended school in the Chehalis School District from kindergarten through 12th grade. I think it's an amazing amount, an amazing number. And I thought it'd be fun to have those students who have been in our district through kindergarten through 12th grade or in our Chehalis community schools. Please take a moment and just stand. Pretty amazing. Nice job. Just a couple things as we begin tonight's ceremony. We just need a little help from the audience. If this is just a great time to celebrate, and we would just ask that if you have an air horn or noisemakers and things, those are really hard on hearing aids, and of course, there's some young children in the crowd, so please refrain from using those tonight. But please do celebrate when your son or daughter does walk across the stage. And this is the point in time where we ask Madison Ambergy to come up and sing the National Anthem. Come on up, Madison.
Thank you. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly gleaming, and the rocket's red glare bombs bursting in air, he proved through the night night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Now, at this time, I would like to invite your class president, Andrew Painter, to the podium, who gives the class welcome and reviews some great things that made the class of 2017 a one-of-a-kind and a class to be remembered. Next year, Andrew will be attending Western Washington University to pursue his degree as a physician's assistant. So would you please join me in welcoming your 2017 president, Andrew Painter.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to the commencement for the class of 2017. As for the students sitting here in front of me, I would like to be the first to congratulate you for completing this chapter in your life. To all the friends and family gathered with us today, I would like to thank you for supporting us in everything that we do, from the early days in Little League and youth soccer to the ones most recent. Thank you for the countless hours that you have spent driving us to our various activities, like practices, music lessons, and dances. Throughout our 4 years in high school, you have celebrated with us at numerous banquets to celebrate everything from state championships to competing nationally in forensics and robotics. I would also like to give a special thank you to all of the parents that stood by their sons and daughters in their participation for music, clubs, sports, and other competitive teams. To all the teachers, counselors, administrators, and school board members here tonight, thank you for your passion for education. Without you, it would be impossible for any of us to be gathered here this evening. Seniors, we have overcome a lot as a class throughout the years, such as the passing of Mr. Gilbert, Ms. Brank, and Mr. Dietz. Yet through this adversity, we have become stronger. Through Mr. Gilbert and Ms. Brank's passion for music, we learned how to love and not take for granted the simple things in life. And through Mr. Dietz, we learned what it means to live life. Every day spent in Mr. Dietz's classroom was unlike any other. We were his last class, and because of him, we got to see firsthand the power contained in one's heart. Now, I challenge you to live your life like these three individuals that left us too soon, by living your life to the fullest and never giving up on your dreams. Once again, welcome to everyone that has joined us here tonight, and congratulations to the class of 2017.
Nice job, Andrew. Next, we have three students who were selected by the class of 2017 to represent them tonight. These students will be reflecting on their past and their future, and also discussing a roadmap of what's ahead. Our first speaker this evening is Kaylin Bach. Kaylin will be attending Northwest Nazarene University to study nursing. Come on up, Kaylin. Let's give her a welcome.
To the class of 2017, congratulations, we did it. I've probably thought about and stressed out about what to say in these few minutes way more than I should have. What I really want to do is celebrate our achievements and encourage all of you as you move on to whatever comes next. One of my very favorite places on earth is Glacier National Park. Last summer, my family spent a week there, and I noticed several postcards in the gift shops that gave life advice from nature. I think this advice is very fitting as we move across this platform, get our diplomas, and learn how to survive as adults, as our parents and teachers say. The first card I saw had advice from a tree. Number 1, remember your roots. In all you do, remember the good times, remember your friends, remember your teachers, remember all the people in this community who have invested time, energy, and money to give you an outstanding education and prepare you for life. Take the time to thank the people who have made a difference in your life. Number 2, stand tall and proud as a Bearcat. Once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. Remember that a Bearcat is someone who is a hard worker and voluntarily takes time to help others. Number 3, go out on a limb and take chances. Discover who you are and step out of your comfort zone to grow as an individual. Then there was a card that had advice from a waterfall. It said, go with the flow, let your cares fall away, and roar with excitement. Well, that's really self-explanatory, but remember to relax and celebrate. Learn to enjoy life even when it's hard. There are so many things to worry about in the world. In this advice, I hear a call to relax, enjoy life with friends and family. It is still important to stay focused, but not so locked in and stuck in a way or an idea that it closes you off from others. Another card had advice from a glacier. Carve your own path. It is okay to be an individual. Channel your own strengths, smooth the way for others. Remember to be service-minded, as service helps both you and others. Keep moving forward. Life is not always easy. We should all know that by now. However, there is always light at the end of the tunnel, and everything will work out. So do your best to avoid meltdowns. Finally, there was advice from the trail. This card reminded me that life will always have its ups and downs. Life is like going on a long hike. High school is just a portion of your trail. There are easy stretches, some rugged uphill climbs, downhill jaunts. There will always be rocks and roots and fallen trees in your path, things to distract you and challenge your resolve. Keep hiking, one step at a time. You can do it. If high school has taught me one thing, it's that hard work will pay off in the end. If you show up and work hard, if you set your mind to something, apply yourself, and don't let anybody discourage you, you can accomplish anything you want. Today, we come to a fork in the road. For a time, we have shared the same path, but each of us will now head off in a new direction. Someday, our paths may cross again, but for now, take the advice we have learned along the way, from the trees, the waterfalls, the glaciers, and the trail itself. Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Excellent. Our second speaker tonight is Kendall Hoffman. Kendall will be attending Centralia College with plans to become an elementary school teacher. Please join me in welcoming Kendall Hoffman. Come on up, Kendall.
I want to take a minute and have everyone think back to grade school. Think back to the supply list that was given to each one of us. It was carefully put together with things that were meant to help us get through the school year easier. It was well thought out and considerate, and if you were lucky enough, you got the list before Walmart ran out of copies. Remember how excited you were to put your school box together? You picked out the coolest notebook, and you even bought Kleenex. You were all set. Now take a second to remember the one thing out of all of those things that you would use the most. Your pencil. It could have been zebra print, fluorescent, the Ticonderoga brand that you had to have, or just plain yellow. Regardless, it was the trademark pencil that would get the most use daily. Anyhow, that pencil became your everything. It was strong, it was dependable, but not indestructible. It had one valuable characteristic. It had to show up. Some days it was used for super important stuff like tests and quizzes. Some days it was used to pass the time and just doodle. There were days when it was so dull it needed sharpened, and then you would have those awkward moments when you didn't want to leave your seat to sharpen it, but you did because you had to. Some of your pencils may have been mechanical and refillable, but the point is, it was important and dependable, and it was there without fail. Some days, you might have been asked if someone could borrow your pencil. You might have even hesitated to answer. It's possible that you would have demanded it back. Some days, you might have even loaned it out and it didn't get returned. That's okay. Let it go. Some days, you want to just keep it for yourself. You needed it more, but then there were days when you had an extra one. On those days, I hope you gave it away. Now take a minute and reflect. Yes, the lead in those pencils were the necessary fuel for its purpose, but can we take a moment to appreciate the small things? The eraser at the top of the pencil. It was put there specifically for mistakes. It was more likely to go away than the lead. That's okay. I hope you used it, and used it as often as you needed. Now jump ahead to high school. More than likely, your supply list got smaller and even more complicated. You may or may not have been excited on that very first day. I remember that the new list said to start using pens and permanent markers, and we were no longer required to bring Kleenex. But my point is this: don't get caught up in that complexity. Don't forget your pencil in life. Don't forget the simplicity. Don't immediately start using a pen, not just yet, because nothing in life is permanent. And don't forget the importance of an eraser, because you're allowed to make mistakes. I even encourage you to make them. And you'll make them over and over, and that's okay. And before you're told to grow up, hang on to the versatility of that pencil. Allow yourself to complete the important stuff, show up, but don't forget to doodle. When you're given the opportunity to loan yourself out to someone with a task in front of them that is bigger than yours, and it requires a pencil, then by all means, be the pencil. Show up, allow yourself to be worn down, but don't forget to sharpen yourself too. And on the days that you need to hesitate, then do so. There may even come a time when you become lost, and that's okay. Remember your value. Continue to recreate yourself. I want to thank you guys, class of 2017, for continuously bringing so many smiles into my life. The days seem to go on forever, but now these are the moments we will want back. I hope you all will greet the future with anticipation, continue to dream big, and always remember your roots. Don't forget to say please and thank you, and may your journey always lead you home. It's our time to be the author of our own stories, so don't make anything permanent. Use your pencil instead. Use what you know and continue to grow. Learn along the way. Continue to sharpen yourself to your best potential and make yourself available to others. It's okay to be zebra print or just plain yellow. It's okay to be so small that you may feel insignificant, but remember, you all still have a purpose. Do not forget your worth. Don't get caught up in a box of things that are less important than your pencil. Continue to write. If I could give you all a supply list on our graduation night, it would include this: a pencil and a box of colored pencils. Find joy in the journey and bring color to yourself whenever possible. Always be dependable, and don't forget Kleenex for moments like this. Congratulations, class of 2017. Thank you for being a journal that I have been able to pencil you into and create a chapter in my life that was written so well.
Our third speaker tonight is Zachary Zandecki. And Zachary will be attending Centralia, Washington University, and he's going to study music composition theory. So Zachary, come on up. Zachary.
What does it What does it mean to you to live? I do not mean what it is to be alive. That one's fairly obvious. If you're breathing, have a pulse, and respond to stimuli, one could definitely be considered alive. What I've found is there's a profound difference between being alive and living. So I ask again, what does it mean to you to live? That one question, though seemingly simple, has provided the catalyst for many different points of view, each with their own answers. Some believed to live was to find pleasure in every individual moment of life, whereas others believed living meant caring for everyone and everything on this earth, leading to a state of harmony. People believe that this life on earth is all you have. There's no afterlife, one way or another. So you find joy in what you can before death and embrace the oblivion that we'll all one day share. While the nihilists say nothing in life ever mattered, had no meaning whatsoever, and the only reason why we live is an extreme example of we had nothing to do otherwise. The creationists will tell you it's a part of God's plan for us all, and the Darwinists tell us that to live is to pass on our genes to the next generation. Any of these may be what you believe, but I think I found my own answer to that question. And to tell you that answer, I need to explain some of my story. I'm sure some members of my family may disagree with the statement, but my life so far has had a lot of making the best of a bad situation. I won't bore you with the details of every year of the nearly 19 I've spent live on this earth, or even the 10 of those I spent here in Chehalis. The short version is, I was born to a loving family that did everything possible to give me the best life they could. We didn't always have money, but we always found a way to make it work. For me, that way of life was lost when I lost my mother to breast cancer when I was 8. That began what you could call a downward spiral in my life. My grandparents allowed me and my twin sister to live with them while my dad struggled greatly with the loss. At this moment in my life, ages 9 through 11, I would wholeheartedly agree with the nihilist point of view. I truly felt like I was living for no other reason than because I hadn't died yet. I struggled with anger and grief for many years. When I was in middle school, I began to feel myself change, and not just in the way you're imagining. While it's true that my voice did get deeper and facial hair began to grow on me, what I mean by change is change in my worldview. During those short years, I saw more of life than the past 5 or so. My little cousin was born, who gave me new responsibilities to keep me focused on life. I made friends that were dedicated to digging myself out of the grave I was digging for myself. And I saw, or rather heard, the beauty of music as a way to tell my story. High school brought similar changes, but on a much larger scale. I was still quiet and shy, but slowly I grew bolder. And it was a very slow transition for me. It took a whole year before I could even ask a girl to a dance. But with each passing year, I gained further confidence in myself and my future. For the first couple of years, I wasn't sure I would ever get to go to college. My family's financial situation was anything but desirable, and I could not imagine myself being able to go. That changed in my freshman year when I became a member of the Upward Bound program at Centralia College. My specialist, Katie, worked tirelessly and enthusiastically every single year, telling me that what I had told myself this whole time was wrong. I could go to college. I could succeed in life. But what was success to me? What did I want out of life? Why was I alive? I found this answer in my junior year. After living through one of the most trying periods of my life, a person that I had met sophomore year became even closer to me, and she began to turn my head out from the mud. Junior year was the year I decided that I would make music my life. With the support of my friends and family, I began throwing myself into it. I became ever more involved in the band here at school, and I began to learn more instruments, much to the disdain of my neighbors who had to deal with me playing my guitar at 3 in the morning. But this wasn't enough. Over this last summer, I attended some classes at Centralia College at the same time as the friend I mentioned a moment ago. She was a grade above me and was taking courses at CC to get ready for her classes at Central Washington University. Since we were close and we didn't want to be apart for too long, she asked me nearly every day that summer if I would attend Central with her. I finally broke down and said that I would try. A few months later, I received the news I had been accepted. In just a few short years, I changed from a shy, quiet kid who fully expected to be working at a dead-end job for the rest of my life into a confident and loud musician ready to jump straight into a 4-year university. And then there lies the answer to the very first question I asked you all. What does it mean to you to live? With all that craziness I just led you on, you may have forgotten what the point of all this was. There's been one thing constant in my life, and that has been change. Just when I thought I was comfortable in the way life was treating me, I found myself being thrown into something new, like a new friend, or a first dance, or a bright new future. Change isn't always positive, but it always leads to something that one could make something good out of. I found that to live is to meet your changes and embrace them. I can't say I've always been able to roll with the punches, but now I'm feeling like I've hit my stride. Whatever tomorrow will bring, I'll be ready to face it along with my friends and family. So WF West, class of 2017, I found my answer to the question, but what is yours? What does it mean to you to live?
Now, I would like to recognize our top 10 students. This is a very special group of students who have earned the right to wear the gold honor cords. This signifies that they have qualified as the top 10 scholastically in their class. So please hold your applause until all top 10 students are up on stage. First is Kaylin Bach. Kaylin is our valedictorian. She is wearing the gold honor medallion to signify she has earned a 4.0 GPA. Jason Chung, Andrew Painter, Andrew Mann, Andrew Kim, Chloe Bradley, Jordan Norquist, Shannon Flexhog, Kimberly Frazier, Hunter Schneider, your top 10. Let's give them a round. Top 10, please remain standing on the stage. We have 15 more top scholars that make up our top 25 students. As I read your names, would you please stand to be recognized? Kendra Holler, Grace Redmond, Kenna Knoll, Allison Hawkinson, Aurora Biggers, Kayana Kierwood, Andrew Gagery, Danielle Dugo, Brendan Toohey, Tyson Paul, Alexandra Johnson, William Ratke Jr., Cheyenne Davidson, Kristen Dippo, Colton Pruitt, and our top 25. Let's give them a round of applause. Very good. Let me see if we hit. That's good. Thanks. Thank you, top 10. Thank you, top 25. The Honor Scholar Award is WF West's highest esteemed recognition for completion of rigorous college preparatory academic work throughout high school. Honor students have earned the right to wear the gold honor stole at graduation. They've also received a pin for their stole to recognize the achievements in an honors pathway. Those who have earned full honors are wearing an honors medallion. Honor students, when I recognize your pathway, would you please stand and remain standing until all honors have been recognized? Our first group is 7 students who've earned full honors, meeting the requirements in 3 honors pathways. Please stand. We have 13 students who have earned honors in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Please stand. We have 10 students who've earned honors in English coursework. Please stand. And we have 16 students who've earned honors in humanities, which is combined social studies and world language, and 10 students honors in performing arts. Please stand. Our honor students, let's give them a round of applause. We also would like to recognize 2 students who have excelled in career and technical education pathway. Will Allie Hawkinson please stand to be recognized for earning a certificate of proficiency in child and family studies and remain standing? And would Tyler Bruin please stand to be recognized for earning a certificate of proficiency in agricultural technologies? Our 2 students. Thank you. Great job. It's also an honor for us and for our students to be selected as department award winners. These students are selected by subject area teachers and are distinguished senior in that subject area. Department award winners are wearing a pin on their stole, marking their achievement. Department award winners, please stand to be recognized as I read your names. For art department, Monique Sundell. For student support, Iris Sanchez. For science and engineering, Brandon Toohey. Science and biotechnology, Aurora Biggers. Foreign language, Anthony Forgione. For language arts, Aurora Biggers. For mathematics, Kaylin Bach. For music instrumental, Elijah Robinson. For music choir, Marianne Riley. For Career and Technical Education, Chase Behringer. For Lifetime Fitness, Braden Bennett. For Social Studies, Andrew Painter. For Family and Consumer Sciences, Allison Miller and Cheyenne McDonald. Congratulations, Department Award winners. Thank you. Many of our graduates have earned a place on the honor roll, maintaining a cumulative grade point average of 3.25 or above. These students have earned the right to wear a silver cord tonight. And will the honor roll students please stand? Let's give our honor roll students a round of applause. Good job. Thank you. Our WF West chapter of the National Honor Society members have maintained a grade point average of 3.0 or above. They have exemplified the national standards for scholarship, leadership, service, and good character. Would our National Honor Society members please stand to be recognized? Thank you, National Honor Society. Thank you. Many of you have purposely pursued rigorous coursework and college-level opportunities as part of your four-year academic plan. And just to recognize some of those, would you please stand if you have taken one or more advanced placement courses? And I'll read a few. Oh, go ahead. And remain standing. And then we'll also ask those who've taken a college in the high school course, English 101, 102, pre-calculus, math and society, all the courses offered. Please stand. Great job. And if you've been in Running Start and or one of the 15 students who've earned an AA degree at Centralia College along with your high school diploma, please stand. Thank you, students. These programs are challenging, and we're proud of you and your preparation for your college success. The financial support provided to our school and our graduates is something unequaled in most communities. This is a very special place. We are very proud and grateful for our community partnerships, our generous support, and belief in our students. We've had a wonderful scholarship and awards evening, Thursday, June 8th. It was only about 3 hours long, so we gave away a lot of scholarships to a lot of wonderful students. Please look in your program for a complete list of the scholarships and awards that the students have received. As of tonight, the class of 2017 has received nearly $700,000 for just their first year of scholarships alone. Their four-year total of earned scholarships is over $1.5 million. Great job, Bearcats. One of our longest-standing scholarship programs is the WF West Scholarship Program. William F. and Blanche West designated income in a trust estate to provide scholarships to deserving students. It was the hope of the Wests that the opportunity and financial support would help students attend college, help motivate students, and help them persist through college. And since 1970, this fund has awarded nearly $4.5 million in scholarships. For the class of 2017, 22 of these graduates will receive a total of $84,800 from the West Scholarship Fund, and that's renewable for up to 8 years. So with those WF West Scholarship Award winners, please stand. Congratulations. The Kauffman Scholarship is our second long-standing scholarship program, and it's been running since 1979. This scholarship fund was developed by Mr. and Mrs. John Kauffman in honor of their son, John Freeman Kauffman. We're grateful and honored that the Kauffman's tribute to their son was for scholarships for WF West students also pursuing a college education and degree. This year, 13 students received $42,400 from the Kauffman Foundation. These students will receive this money throughout 4 years of college. Will the 2017 Kauffman Scholarship recipients please stand at this time and be recognized? Thank you. The West and Kauffmans have inspired many other individuals and organizations in our community to provide scholarships for post-secondary education. In addition, many seniors have received scholarships from universities and organizations in our state and from across the nation. And if you have received a scholarship this year, would you please stand? All students who've received a scholarship. Pretty amazing. Congratulations, Bearcats. Our school board values the contributions that members of our community make to the district. And I would like to introduce Mr. Brennan Bailey, the president of our school board, who will honor the service volunteers for our schools. Brennan Bailey.
The Chehalis School District Board of Directors presents its annual Award of Excellence each year at graduation. The recipient of this award exemplifies the essence of support and dedication to the students of the Chehalis School District. I am pleased to announce that the 2017 Award of Excellence is presented to Mrs. Heidi Pale. Heidi, would you please come join me on stage? Of course. Heidi grew up in Chehalis, Washington, graduated from WF West High School, and attended the University of Washington, earning both her undergraduate and graduate degrees in political science and civil engineering. Her husband, Bob, her son, Robert, are also WF West grads. After spending time in Seattle in private real estate development and construction management, Heidi returned to Chehalis, where she served as the first executive director of the Port of Chehalis for 11 years. In 2002, she purchased Ullman Motors and Ullman RV in Chehalis. Over the past several years, Mrs. Pale has grown the business significantly. Being a scholarship student herself, Heidi understands the importance of education and giving back to her community. She created what is now known as the I-5 Scholarship Program. These scholarships are awarded to graduating seniors who have made a significant contribution to their high school and/or community and have a desire to pursue a post-secondary education or training. Mrs. Pale is a charter member of the Chehalis School District Mentorship Program. She volunteers her time to meet regularly with an individual student. Mrs. Pale consistently finds ways to make a positive contribution to our schools and community, whether it's honoring the Bearcat of the game, putting up matching funds for grants, or donating vehicles to local schools for fundraisers. Heidi and her family are very active within our community and are tremendous advocates for the students of the Chehalis School District. On this special day where we recognize accomplishments of graduation, we honor Heidi Pale for her service to the Chehalis School District. Heidi, on behalf of the Chehalis School District Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to extend this special recognition for you for your contribution and support to our schools, students, and community.
This high school faculty has a very special tradition. Each year, the teachers honor an outstanding young man and young woman in the graduating class. This is a pretty incredible, I think, award for our staff. It's an award of respect and esteem And these students' pictures go up in the Technology Center and are there for a lifetime. And we're pretty excited to give these. And Katie Liskey is going to come on up to give these 2 awards tonight. Come on up, Katie.
Maybe. There we go. Hi. All right, so sometime in the month of May every year, the staff of this school sits down in the library to select the winners of this award. We pass around lists of your names, achievements, and just get to discuss the wonderful things you guys do that are worthy of recognition. Memories from the first day of freshman year all the way up to the day before are discussed, and many names are considered before the final vote. The basis of selection for this award is leadership, scholarship, citizenship, activities, and growth during their years of the high school. And the male and female winner, like Mr. Walters said, will have their picture in the library. I began teaching at WF West in your guys' 8th grade year, and I stepped into that selection process pretty much clueless about what was going on. As the years progressed, I've learned more about the award and about the students who are deserving. It's been an honor to watch you all grow and to grow along with you as I progressed in my teaching career. And I want to be among the many that get to congratulate you for your growth and achievement. This class of seniors has been just a daily joy to work with, and I want to thank you guys for that. As the AP Calculus teacher here at WF West, I have the chance to work with some of the school's best and brightest. The students who I work with are future world changers. And for you guys, stepping into my class your senior year with a teacher you've never had before, it can feel like you're kind of putting your academic reputation and GPA on the line. Not many have the courage to do that. I've had students step into my room, say, hey, am I gonna get an A in this? And I say, I can't guarantee anything, and then they go and drop the class. I say this to contrast the first winner of the Faculty Achievement Award, who may have been the most excited student I've ever had enter my classroom. They came into the first day of school and they looked around and they announced to everybody, hey, I'm actually really excited to be here. I'm looking forward to learning. And this is an attitude they carried through all the classes they took here in our school. This student desired knowledge, understanding, and was not motivated by external factors such as grades and approval. They entered our school from Centralia Christian, which sometimes can require quite the adaptation period. Beyond just the new school, you have to meet new people, make new friends, and have teachers you've never even heard of before. After taking the normal freshman level classes their first year, they realized they wanted to be challenged and studied geometry on their own outside of school to place him or herself in the advanced track in math. This student's sophomore year, desiring further challenge and knowledge, they doubled up on their science courses so they could be with the rest of their advanced peers. This student seems to have gone looking for academic trouble and was not defeated. Especially in the science and math fields, they have pursued a breadth and depth of knowledge matched by few of their peers. You can tell a lot about a student based on the way the class changes when they're gone, and this student's absence was always noted in the way that it impacted our classroom environment. Discussions were lacking, and the considerate thoughtfulness he brought was missed. It was noted by his English teacher that he takes feedback incredibly well, and many teachers and probably parents can back me up that that's pretty unusual for a high school student. He's constantly looking for opportunities to grow, and his combination of intelligence, sarcasm, and wit are a rare combination to work with. He leads naturally, has true integrity and strength of character, and has very little regard towards what others think of him. I have the opportunity to work with this student in Young Life, and one of the things I'm going to remember forever is the night I looked at him and said, hey, are you willing to eat a mouse? Or at least let everyone think that you did. And he jumped at that opportunity. He was not disgusted. And he was proud to be the one that night that everyone thought ate a mouse, and I'm sure that was a very proud moment for his mother as well. Outside of school, he can be found serving others daily, sometimes serving lattes at Starbucks, other times serving passes to his teammates in soccer, and other times found serving the community in pursuance of his Eagle Scout badge. He's an individual that sees the world around him and seeks to improve it with his presence. He's improved WF West by being here and been a student and peer others can look up to. I'm happy to present this award to a student who has an acquisitive and driven nature, an affinity for Chance the Rapper, and an ability to always make the best of any given situation. This is going to Liam Radke. All right, you guys get to hear me talk again. So the first time I met this younger woman who's winning this award, I was only 1 year into my teaching career and fresh off of my first and absolute worst year of teaching, and pretty young. Definitely not young anymore. But I was immediately impressed by her organization and mindfulness of others, and there were days it probably seemed she was a little bit better put together than I was. I could stand here, read you all her resume, and that would be impressive enough for this speech, but only scratch the surface of who she is as an individual. I've had the chance to watch her grow over the past 4 years, and I'm daily proud of all she has accomplished. Being a high school student in advanced classes, as many of you know, can be like a full-time job. It's stressful. I've seen more than my fair share of tears and mental breakdowns in my classroom this year, but most seniors are satisfied with the load of just advanced classes. Sometimes you add part-time jobs, a leadership position, maybe a sport or 2 or 3, but not this girl. In her 4 short years, she's managed to accumulate a list of at least 8 major involvements or leadership roles throughout the school, several of which left her in charge of entire groups of students on a weekly basis. This may sound like a lot of responsibility for a kid this age, but I've never once doubted her ability to handle it with class and integrity. She would claim that neither math nor English are her strengths, and even that she had to work pretty hard to learn how to read in her early days. But she thrives on the challenge that those classes provide and brings a new level of thought and work ethic to discussions in the classroom. In my few years of teaching, she is most definitely the hardest working student I've ever worked with. She, without fail, does what needs to be done to find success. While not poor at math, she would also agree that it's not her gift, and it's something she has to constantly work at, question, and ponder. It requires constant daily dedication to find success and maintain her unblemished GPA, but she always found that time commitment worthy. None of this has come without challenge, as she also moved to the district and this area in 8th grade and was thrown into the pool of kids who've all known each other since birth. She's had to fight to make friends, to fit in, to find her place, and that's no short order in middle school. While I could list many memories about this young woman, one that stands out is probably one that was witnessed by many of you here. Happened on the night of the homecoming football game. As per tradition, rain, shine, sleet, hail, all students on homecoming court wear their tuxedos or their ball gowns and to be announced during halftime. As the young women do that evening, this girl looked stunning and was incredibly pleased with the pocketed dress she'd chosen, and that she was wearing leggings underneath it. And she spent a majority of the game 6 feet up a ladder conducting the pep band in the pouring rain. This was her duty, and just because she was in a dress didn't mean she was going to skip out or change what she normally did. And as she went out to be announced, wet hair and all, she had a huge grin on her face. She provided the band consistent and reliable leadership and was voted by her peers as the most influential band member. In that group, she has left an immeasurable impact. In fact, she has accomplished a rare feat and is a student known and appreciated by nearly all she interacts with. Not only was she on homecoming court, but she was also prom queen. And through band and National Honor Society and her work in CCR, she's been the direct leader for over 200 students at our school, setting up service projects, running meetings, and pretty much running the show whenever the adults got out of the way and gave her the chance. With her work and presence, she's made our school better as a whole, helped us grow into the 21st century, and inspired many of you to become service-minded individuals. She cares for each person she interacts with, seeks to know their names, and helps them know they are loved, known, and appreciated for who they are. I proudly present this award to a student who consistently makes those who are around her better, including myself. She's left her mark within this building and on my life, and has nothing but great things ahead of her. Come on up, Kaylin Bach.
Well, this is the moment we've been waiting for. And to start us off, I'd like to introduce Ed Rothman, Superintendent of the Chehalis School District. Mr. Rothman.
Good evening. On behalf of the Chehalis School District, I would like to welcome everyone to today's celebration. In a few minutes, our school board members will be handing out diplomas to our graduates. Our community is fortunate to have these volunteers who are willing to serve. It is my privilege to introduce to you these dedicated individuals. Our board president, Brennan Bailey, Vice President Joe Clark, board members Vicki Daniels, Colleen State, and Dr. Brian Roberts. Please join me in expressing our appreciation for their commitment to this community, the district, and these students. Seniors, congratulations. On behalf of the Chehalis School District Board of Directors, it is my duty and pleasure to certify that each of you will be receiving diplomas this afternoon after successfully completing an instructional program that meets the requirements of graduation at WF West High School. These requirements exceed the minimum standards established by the State Board of Education and reflect the high expectations of this community. We are proud of what you have accomplished. Congratulations, class of 2017. At this time, I would like to ask Mr. Rob Sandy, social studies teacher and voice of WF West graduations, to please come forward. Bearcats, please prepare to receive your diplomas.
Avery Michael Zonner Zapital. Zachary Ryan Werkala. Jared Balmelli. Ismail Reyes Calderon. Zachary John Zandecki. Andrew Michael Painter. Franklin G. Taylor. Drew Mann. Tyler Pallas. McKenna Moon. Kendall Bailey Hoffman. Mullen E. Jorgensen. Kaylin Rose Bach. Hunter M. Snyder. Grace Marie Redmond. Shasta N. Lofgren. Celeste Guzman. Aurora Victoria Biggers. Xander D. Volterra. Colby Steen. Justin James Reeker. Devondre A. Pino. Kobe A. Christian. Adrian Boites Ariano. Michael Anderson. Troy Preston Rigby. Braden Marshall Bostwick. Cooper D. Foley. Madison Brianne Ambergy. Madison E. Marquez. Ashley Anne-Marie Hoven. Natalie Bennett. Kendra Jordan Haller. Ruby Elizabeth Capri Fuentes. Aubriana Nicole Birchwell. Danielle Marie Dugo. Taylor Rockos. Daviel Belden. Andrew E.S. Gregory. Brandon James Toohey. Cody James Morrow. Ethan Dale White. McLean Wayne Hack. Matthew Richard Lovo. Chase Berriger. Cameron R. Steepy. Colton James Pruitt. Jordan Sturdivant. Alyssa L. Johnson. Katie Elizabeth King. Chloe A. Bradley. Kennedy Alexis Brennan. Carissa Lene Straka. Kaylin Sisson. Marissa Lee Hall. Julie Ann Johnston. Catherine Ann Sutley. Shannon Camille Flexhog. Raven E. Reeves. Daniel P. Webster. Joseph Gonzalez. Brian R. Hastings. Thomas O'Neill. Brendan Michael Spar. Matthew Eric Hawkins. Jacob Schluter Rogers. Braden M. Maurman. Hunter M. Brady. Madison S. Johnson. Alexandra Johnson. Cameron Duffy. Chriselle Katie Whitner. Olivia Francine Meyer. Nikki Carr. Megan Mary Bennett. Morgan Dawn Vandal. Ashley Dawn Hart. Brandon Louise Wager Waterman. Mason D. Holcomb. William C. Radke Jr. Dalton E. Ness. Thomas W. Alexander. Russell Wyatt Coronel. Elijah Robinson. Tyson Paul. Sergio Ricardo Gomez Reyes. Will J. Alexander. Gavin Cole King. Jordan Avery Crawford. Allison Christine Hawkinson. Isabel Nanko Kolula. Nicole Myers. Kaisa Annette Sari. Cheyenne Desiree Davidson. Cheyenne R. Steffens. Vanessa Sanchez. Chloe Jean Downs. Lillian J. Reese. Anthony Forgione. Nathaniel D. Gluck. Hunter Arredondo. Austin Davis Gray. Austin Emery. Eugene Q. Pack. Braden Allen Bennett. Marcus A. Hinton. Christopher Gibbs. Enrique D. Garcia. Abby Marie Striplin. Jesselyn J. Abel. Iris Adeline Sanchez. Michaela Luann Hansen. Olivia Bell Galavez. Elena Garcia. Ivy A. Alexander. Lindsay Ortiz. Bella E. Miramontes. Carly Jo Noble. Cherish Faith Willis. Kimberly Rose Frazier. Jonathan Anderson. Grayson J. Pancook. Ryan Dean Anderson. Brendan Roy. Ramiro D. Kozar. Bryson C. Simmons. Michael Patrick Hoover. Jose Perez Gonzalez. Cody Dunham. Alec R. Ibanez. Ashley Ann Marie Burnham. Michaela Greenwood. Sophia Glenn Somm. Lexi Dawn Strasser. Mary Frances Bartlow. Marianne Rose Riley. Kaylin Rochelle Sawyer. Monique Kathleen Zundel. Natalia Zaharanaya. Megan Elizabeth Bange and service dog Oakley. Adam N. Gardner. James Leroyce Walker. John Ming Kim. Eliu James Matagi. Adon Reyes Apontipan. Andrew L. Granger. Christopher Thomas Vasiloskas. Anthony Dodson. Tyler Dean Mason. Chris R. Labar. Kristen M. Dippo. Justine J. Hunt. Jamie M. Hawley.
Got the wrong one. That's Holly.
Elizabeth Nicole Mitchell. Echo Marie Hasbrook. Patricia Marie Meneses. Allison Lee Miller. Kelsey Rachel Morang. Megan Nicole South. Kenna Alana Noel. Tyler M. Bruin. Skylar Alexander Roy. Cameron John Shorey. Connor Eric Rhodes. Damon Thomas. Jacob T. Knowles. Christian J. Moran. Alexander J. Quillen. Nicholas Parker Hindman. Jacob Feynman. Jackson E. Bonilla. Madison R. Christian. Carissa Dahl. Jordan Leanne Norquist. Kiana Marie Kerwood. Michaela Arlene Harrison. Caitlin Marie Ricky. Brandy Nicole Wangan. Megan Elizabeth Martin. Brenna Nicole Tennant. Mackenzie Compton. Letizia Marie Alanis. Nereida Elizabeth Soto. Cheyenne Carol May McDonald. Marissa Celeste Henderson. Marlon Lima Hernandez. Brianna M. Aquayo. Melody Retha Zandecki. Shannon Lee Stumbaugh. Kaylee Renee Long. Katrina Yvonne Armstrong. Brittany Michelle Chappell. Sabrina Faye Ayers. Mariah Starr Beringer. Vanessa L. Sonner. Sydney Savanen.
Nice work, Mr. Sandy.
Congratulations, Bearcats and families. A couple announcements. Please join us for a celebration in the Commons immediately following the ceremony. And please allow the class of 2017 to exit the gym before we leave our seats. Don't want to get ran over. It's a great feeling to stand here and look at this great class. So congratulations, and it's time for Andrew Painter, your class president, to come forward for the turning of the tassels.
Congratulations, everybody. Now will you all please stand and join me in moving your tassels from right to left. You're graduated. Yay!